What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and today is Thursday, June the 23rd, 2011. And today we're going to talk about what's becoming a very heated topic with the press, and that is that they are comparing Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3. They're both coming out later this year. Websites such as GameSpot and IGN want to know if Battlefield 3 can compete with the juggernaut known as the Modern Warfare series. They are constantly having debates to see if Battlefield 3 can outsell Modern Warfare 3 or at least equal it in sales. And they constantly go back and forth about which game will be better. And that's where I kind of scratch my head and become confused, because honestly, Battlefield 3 and Modern Warfare 3 are going to be two totally different animals. Now, the single-player campaigns for both titles may have similar pacing. I have a feeling that this time around, because EA is trying to capture some of the Modern Warfare audience, they're going to make a more scripted and action-oriented single-player experience. But beyond that, I think the games are going to capture a totally different audience, especially in the multiplayer department. I have played both the Battlefield and Call of Duty series, and they are very different when it comes to online multiplayer. Call of Duty is all about action. It has smaller, tighter maps, there's no vehicles, you're pretty much on your feet running and gunning, and it's very approachable, and that's why it has such a big audience. Now, in terms of multiplayer, the Battlefield series has huge maps, and it's all about strategy and cooperating with your teammates. Believe me, take it from someone who could tell you from first-hand experience, you are not going into a Battlefield multiplayer deathmatch and thinking you're just going to run and gun and win the game. It's not going to happen. You may as well just kill yourself. If Battlefield 3 is going to be your first experience with DICE's War series, be prepared to put your headsets on and have a lot of communication with your teammates. That is the only way to survive and be successful online. Now, the funny thing that Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer Games, and Activision are bringing up is the fact that Modern Warfare 3 will run at 60 frames per second on the consoles, and that Battlefield 3 will only run at 30 frames per second. Well, duh. For everyone out there who isn't a hardcore techno-tard like me, the Call of Duty series has been running on the id Tech 3 engine since its launch. The id Tech 3 engine was used in Quake 3. That game was released in 1999. So basically, the Call of Duty series is running on a heavily modified, outdated engine that was released before the PlayStation 2 was released. Not PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2. That's how old the engine is. So obviously it's going to run at 60 frames per second on the current generation consoles. They're using an over 12-year-old engine. Battlefield 3 is using the brand spanking new Frostbite 2 engine. And the only way that DICE could put the amount of detail they want on the console versions of Battlefield 3 is by cutting the frame rate down to 30 frames per second. So why Activision, Infinity Ward, and Sledgehammer Games are bragging about the frame rate of Modern Warfare 3 on the consoles is beyond me. But graphics aside, I want to know what you guys think. When both of these games are released, which one are you going to be picking up? Modern Warfare 3 or Battlefield 3? Leave your thoughts and comments on this topic below, and as always, thank you for supporting Review Tech USA.